that's revenge. Heard they was sleeping again, say it no more.
Booty, bounce so fast. Shake that thing, put them in my face, make titties swing. Pop it, clap it hard. Make them swipe a card. Jump, make them drop hard. Stop it, booty, pop it, burn up. Take it down. Yeah, take it down. Burn up, slap it down. Yeah, slap it down. Pop it, clap it hard. Pop it, clap it hard. Jump, make them drop hard. Stop it, booty, pop it, pop it, pop it.
Crypto world, how's it going? CryptoStud here with another banger. I've decided to change it from Crypto YouTube to Crypto World, as I am going to start posting on Rumble as well. So if you rather watch this on Rumble, you can look it up, same username, CryptoStud24 on Rumble as well. I'll be posting both videos to YouTube and Rumble at the same time, so the content will be at the same time for both. And you know, when trading, it's time consistent, so every moment counts, right? Anyway, I hope everybody's had a happy new year. I hope you're ready for another exciting year of trading. Lots of big things happening this year for us. A lot of big things happening for the group as well. I'm working on updating the indicators with PineScript v6, which has kind of given a bit of a performance boost for the indicators. So hopefully that stems well for Nexus, especially since it is a tad bit slow. Just because there's a lot going on, a lot of loading for the value area lows, value area highs, and just volume, you know, volume indicator, and it has to calculate volumes from past. So just takes a bit of time, puts it into an array, and then calculates it, and it is time consuming, CPU consuming, and it also consumes TradingView's server as well. So hopefully the new v6 does help us. I do kind of want to show a little bit of the adjustments and changes I've made with Serenity so far, trying to wrap up that fix and get that one pushed and updated to everybody in the group, slowly but surely. PineScript is a very difficult language, very math intensive, very icky in some sense. So, but with that, you know, I just want to say thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it. All the love, the likes, the comments, the views, everything. This video is going to be stemmed towards, you know, we're going to be doing some technical analysis on Bitcoin, the dollar, and a few other items as I see fit for this, time permitted. But mostly this is a beginning of the year, kind of like things that I do weekly or almost weekly myself, and kind of help you possibly get yourself into a good routine starting early, it being January, you know, New Year's resolution, right? But hopefully that this can help you to set yourself up to getting into a good trade routine for this year. Now, there'll be times when you take a break from it or step away from it, and that's okay, you know, that happens. But being consistent and trying to be consistent is always good when it comes to trading, especially when you're using good risk management and you're using good psychology and being patient with the charts. All of these stem to how you treat your day-to-day life, right? So I do want to go into detail on that. I went into detail on it in one of my past videos a while back, but I do kind of want to step into it a little bit more and go into a little more detail on it. Now, if you're within the group or if you're taking the psychology course, I go into a deep aspect of that. You know, when it comes to trading, psychology is number one. Having a nice routine helps having a focused mind. So a mental clarity, right? Let's go ahead and clear up so we can get a clean view of everything. So again, I hope you had a happy New Year's Eve and a happy New Year so far for yourself. And I've gotten some good trades in, possibly. I do have a couple alt trades in. I'll discuss those as well later in this video, time permitted. If not, we'll get back to it later. I did open up a position on Sol, just a scalp position, and then I do have a scalp position on Bitcoin long from 92,000. Don't really want to show those. They're not too large of positions compared to this position or compared to my 54,000 long, but just to note, there are other positions I have open. So yeah, with that, I do want to go ahead and start with the kind of my process on every Sunday. I did speak about this in another public video on YouTube a while back, and I thought it would be nice to discuss it a little further. So you know, I don't really have a specific name for this practice, but I refer this to the what's, and during this time, I reflect on what I did well this week. So I take a moment and kind of go over what I thought I did well for that week, what made me angry, you know, what did I do this week, what happened this week that made me angry or made me lash out or be angry, whether it's a trade, whether it's a personal relationship, whatever it may be. Most times what made me angry in the past was trading or things that happened in trading. As I've gotten better, I'm not as angry when it comes to trading stuff. You know, I get angry at other things now. So, you know, when you first start doing this, it might be more of like, you know, what did I do this week that made me angry in terms of trading? Because, you know, when you're first starting out, you do get angry quite a bit with trading, and that's just how, that's psychology. That's just how that is. It's human emotion, right? And the same concept goes to what made me happy. You know, the same concept to that. What trade did I take that made me really happy, or what happened to me in my personal life that made me happy? Kind of just go over that and reflect on what happened. Another one for me is what annoyed me. And a lot of times I did get annoyed by trading. Recently, you know, you get kind of annoyed with the price not going exactly where you want. And I think that's something that will always be around regardless. I think the fact that, you know, you might not get as angry, you might not be as happy with the trades you take, but something that always stems and stays around even to this time is what annoyed me. And being a good trader is patience, and you can be annoyed and know that you will be annoyed, and kind of just understanding what annoyed you, why you got annoyed is always clear and good to have. What person made my week better, or what person made my week worse? If you interact with other people, how did they help you make your week better, or how did they help you make your week worse? So those are two important things as well, especially when you're in a trading group and trading with other people. What personal goals I progress towards. It is the beginning of the new year, so this is a great time to set goals that you want to beat this year, whether it be a 1 month goal, 2 month, 3 month, 6 month, 12 month, you know, the whole year goal that you consistently look at over and over again. This is always something that I like. I set my personal goals for the year, and then as I take, you know, each week or each every other Sunday, I look to see if I've made any progress on those goals. So what did I do to maintain a healthier lifestyle, both physical and mentally? This is something I've kind of lacked as of recently. A lot of it stems with holidays, getting busy, just work in general, working on the group, doing things. I can be better at that, both physically and mentally. Mentally, I'm more sound. But physically for me, I've been slipping off just a tad bit the last 6 months, especially the last 3 months with holidays and such. So that's something that I'm going to improve this year. That's a goal. I actually have a personal goal for this year for that. But you need to take that in consideration. You need to be healthy. You need to get out, go to the gym, do stuff, exercise, be fit. You don't have to have a six pack, but be healthy for yourself, be healthy for everybody around you. And that will help you trade better. It will help your mind be sharper. What could I have done better? So each week, what could you have done better? Whether it's a trade, whether it's, something, a lifestyle, healthy habit you missed or didn't go to the gym enough. What could you do better from that week that you can bring on to the next week? What I could have completed but didn't. Again, the standpoint of like, maybe I didn't complete reading a book, I didn't need to finish reading a book, or didn't complete a course, or didn't complete doing yard work, or didn't complete going to the gym the 4 times that I had set myself up to do the week before. Again, that kind of, it's a broad range, but when it comes to trading, you kind of want to bring it towards trading in this sense, but it can be a personal thing, whatever it is as well. What new things I learned could be stemming from trading, could be something that you're trying to do, a hobby on the side as well. What challenges I faced and how I overcame them. Did you have challenges this week? Didn't finish the book? Had time to finish the book, finally finished the book. Didn't have time to finish the course, finally finished the course. What challenges did you face last week that you overcame? What acts of kindness I performed. Did you give money? Did you give a charity? Did you say thank you for somebody opening the door? What did you do last week that was kind to somebody else or kind to someone? What I'm grateful for, each week you kind of want to give homage to yourself and what you're grateful for and what you did for yourself or for somebody that made you grateful for them. What I did to relax and recharge. Again, same concept of, over trading, over training. You need to have time to relax, sleep, and recharge and get yourself ready for the next day or the next week, right? What habits I need to change or improve. Again, same concept. What did you do habit-wise that is not good and that you need to change, or habit that you need to improve on? Habit of not going to the gym enough. Do you need to change that? Do you need to make that better? What inspired me last week? Hopefully I inspire you to be great every day, and maybe I can be someone who inspires you to be a better trader. And what steps I took towards my long-term goal. This could be goals. It's beginning of the year. It's a new year. So what goals did you set that you have this year? And how far have you progressed towards them? What is important for the upcoming week, right? What do I need to focus on for this upcoming week to get maybe a personal goal done, or to not be so angry, or to be happy, or would make your week better? The concept of these what's pretty much stem to anything, not just trading, right? What relationships did I nurture? Did you hang out with some friends? Did you see your family? Did you, hang out with your dog more? Important things. And then what did I do to stay true to myself? Remember, be yourself. The best trader is yourself, always. So these are just things that I kind of wrapped up into my own world and use. I used to do it every Sunday. I don't do it every Sunday now. I do it every other Sunday, or depending how the week went, I might do it. I might make it a special a special case to do it. But these are just this is just lofty. These are really nice. This is a nice little structure concept. It is the beginning of the year. It's a new year. This is a good time to start setting good habits, and this could be one of the good habits you set with it, right? So I will probably push this again to the group just so everybody's aware of this being a new year, a new start, a fresh start, right? So with that, I kind of wanted to get that as the start of the year, start of the first video for the new year. Now I do want to get into what we have this week coming up. And that is, hold on just a second. Let me refresh this. For some reason, these didn't highlight out, but we're past those days. So that's weird that those are still showing. Anyway, so we have the PMI coming out on Monday. That could be important. The JOLTS job openings on Tuesday. Just going through all these. I haven't looked at them yet. We're kind of looking at these together. FOMC meeting minutes probably won't be of much unless this is Powell. If Jerome Powell is talking, could be a move for us. These are pretty important right here. Unemployment claims and non-farm employment change. Those are important ones. And then we should be getting the CPI. Consumer credit's pretty important as well. So Wednesday should be a packed-full week for us. Packed-full day for us. Let's see. Nothing on Thursday really. I don't really care when these guys speak. They don't really do much. They don't really move markets like Powell does. Jerome Powell does. These are important. Unemployment rate's going to be very important. So Friday's going to be packed full of important stuff too. I guess the CPI, unless I missed the CPI, maybe it comes out on this Tuesday right here. If I hit the right button. Yeah. No, PPI. So CPI is on Wednesday then. Yeah, CPI is Wednesday, the 15th. So we still have another week and something before we get to this. So that's good. The reason for the emphasis on the CPI is the fact that Fed didn't cut rates as much as they should have. You kind of want to gauge to see if CPI ticks up. If it ticks up, that is going to put some bearish pressure on us and also give some bullish pressure for the dollar. So case in point for that, to be certain of, to be careful of. So let's go ahead and check out. I wanted to look at high block real quick, see what we're at with that. I did notice on Sol that we have 500 plus longs on Sol going right now, so that's tough sledding there. And then also for Bitcoin, we were a bit higher on the longs, but we've pulled back somewhat since the 99,000 range. But I mean, looking at this, look at the liquidity levels on this area. 96, 94 is pretty massive. 90,000 is still pretty massive as well. So with that, let's go ahead and jump into the charts here. And also, I did want to show off the new Serenity updates so far, but maybe we do. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that now. Let's get into that now. So we'll go to my personal, and then we'll put the Serenity on here. This one hasn't been pushed up yet, and still kind of buggy. So, if it doesn't work, I wouldn't be surprised. Oh yeah, so far it's looking pretty good though. So I've changed how the swing high and swing fails perform now. I've got like little circles for them now, and they just show a bit cleaner for us. I might make the text a little darker, or I might make the text configurable, so that you can modify it how you see fit, right? So I'm also working on the liquidity range blocks here as well and making them a little bit better. But for now, let's go ahead and hide it for right now, because I still have some more things I need to fix with it, and I think I need to display these just a tad bit better. Doing this live stream, I've kind of noticed that, but it's nifty. It shows a bit more data when you hover over them. It didn't do that before. It just showed the arrow, and then it was off by default. So I'm going to automatically have it on by default. And then hopefully I can have it update quicker. So you see there's not as much swing fill. There's a bit more on this one. Swing low right here. It's a bit cleaner in some sense. I'm gonna have a couple of filters so it doesn't throw some like bad signals, or attempt to not throw as many bad signals. But yeah, and then the process of it actually loads a lot better. If you see, the pivots are showing a bit differently. They're dotted lines now, not as apparent. You know, they're a little cleaner on the eyes. They don't show as much, which will help with you know, every other thing that's on the chart that you see. Should kind of help limit the noise and not show it as much. So yeah, there's that. And then I also did fix the Woody weekly. It kind of broke a little, and then I fixed a little bit of the pivots, because at times I would pop up a resolution, you know, 2-hour resolution, and then pop up another resolution, and pivots would like flicker, you know, like switch off a little bit. So I changed it so that they pretty much load up as soon as the chart loads, and then they're there forever. So the speed should be a bit better too as well. Yeah, if you see it, this is already loaded, and then 1.0 just hardly loaded shortly after. So if you see, you know, this is already loaded, done, and then 1.0 comes up a little bit later. So it is a little bit faster, but you know, it's not noticeable. I'm hoping that Nexus is more noticeable, but we'll see. So kind of nifty, right? A little bit better, a little more speed to it. So, but for now, we're going to go ahead and hide this one, and we'll work off of the old faithful one for now. So let's go ahead and look at the dollar first. I did want to take a look at the dollar. Dollar's looking really good. It's looking beautiful. It's great to see that. We did get front ran on the last area we were looking for, unfortunately. Let me go ahead and turn this off for now. So I haven't really looked at too many charts other than trades I've been taking, but the dollar's still in a bullish posture for us. I don't really see a reason for us to go down. We swung failed the lows over here. Looks pretty good. Pretty much front ran our area. This area got front ran, came back down. Hasn't been too great. We got front ran here in the area we're looking for, but overall, I mean, the dollar's looking pretty bullish on me. I'm going to be a little quick on these, time permitting. I want to get through a couple things, a bunch of different assets if I can, and then let you, you know, take that into consideration for your trades. But for me, the dollar's looking pretty darn good still. I don't really see any reason to be bearish on it yet. These medium to higher time frames are starting to turn over a tad bit, but the weekly's looking really beautiful. That's still looking pretty darn nice. Let's see, 6 hours starting to turn over just a tad bit. Let's check out the 4 hour. Four hours starting to turn over too, as well as the 2 hour, I would assume. So, you know, a minor pullback to possibly the weekly P. We do have a new, but we don't have a new weekly P. We'll have a new weekly P tomorrow. We did kind of test this in a sense. Let's see, Friday, Sunday. Sunday was new day. Thursday, Friday, Sunday, Monday. Oh, we haven't. We have not tested it. Sunday was here. I mean, it was front ran. I would say that's tested good enough. So until we get a new weekly P, I kind of wouldn't mind see us pulling back to this area right here, kind of resetting the higher time frames just a tad bit. Let's save this. So, but overall, I'm still bullish on the dollar. I think we do need a pullback though, temporary pullback on these medium time frames, but the day and weekly look so beautiful still. So I don't know why we can't test this high over here. Let's see. Do we have any other? Oh, it would be nice to see us test this high right here. This last high was in 2001. Dang. Definitely had some really good strength in the dollar though recently, which doesn't bode well for Bitcoin. You know, but we'll take a look at Bitcoin and see what that's doing as well. Let's look at S&P. S&P had a nice pullback recently, and it's just been on the run since. Let's see here. This is the weekly time frame. Weekly's looking a little rough. Kind of in a neutral zone though, neutral posture. It's not pointing down for us yet. Daily is looking a little rough too right now. Oof. I got the 12 hour. 12 hours looking a little rough right now too. Did have a nice bounce. Oh, 10 hours looking beautiful. I bet you these lower time frames are looking really clean. Yeah, lower time frames are looking pretty darn nice. We got front ran on our tests of the area we wanted to get to. On my last video, you know, we did get kind of in that area. You know, it's not going to be 100% 100% location, but pretty darn nice to get that bounce there and then head back up. These lower time frames are looking pretty darn nice. They're looking really healthy. I like to see this. For me, the higher time frames are looking a little choppy. So for me, I would assume that we continue going up. The day and weekly just kind of look, they don't look great, but they're in a neutral zone that we could say that, you know, take consideration these medium time frames. We are going to pull up and go higher. We are looking at an order block right now, 2 hour order block right now. Weekly P, the new weekly P resets tomorrow night. So until then, you know, we won't, obviously we're not going to get this hit, but I think we did hit it. Let's see, Thursday, Friday, Sunday, Monday, Thursday, Friday, Sunday. Sunday opened. Oh yeah, we tested it and then we dropped from it. Sunday we opened and then we tested the weekly P and then dropped down. So it'd be interesting to see where the next weekly P is. But for me, I kind of wouldn't mind seeing us just kind of test this area again, this order block, 4 hour order block right here. So that's kind of the area I would like us to look at, you know, us to get to next, possibly. So layout saved. All right, let's go ahead and check out Bitcoin. So I'm still holding my short from the near highs, and the reason being, weekly still looking pretty terrible. However, we're pretty much playing out this bearish divergence on the weekly. We're practically done here. What annoys me though is I was looking for this swing fail down here in this area, but this is all still valid. This is still all a buy zone right here. And until we like really break down on this, I don't see a reason we can't just keep playing this range that we're playing. So we're gonna go ahead and move this over though. Maybe. As kind of the area I'm really still, you know, I'm still looking for a good trade setup on that. But I did take a scalp long. It was about 92,150 or so. Let's go back here. I haven't posted the updated one, but yeah, 92,152. You know, we did get a bit higher than when I posted this at 95,732. So I'm still in that trade as well. But we are starting to come up on this order block here, which, you know, we almost tested, got front ran, rejected off of, but this order block right here is looking pretty clean. I want to see kind of how we do here in this zone, possibly swing fail this area. Oh, let me make that a little better. Maybe. Instead of doing a circle, let's just put an X. Well, as good of an X as we can make, right? Not Picasso, that's for sure. So I do kind of want to see, before I look to close this trade out, my short trade out, I want to see how we test in this area right here. Let's see if we do make that. Now, the dollar is looking to pull back a tad bit for us. The weekly's kind of flatlining for us right now, so we don't really have a move for that. The daily's looking pretty darn clean for a move higher. 12-hour does have a bearish divergence, hasn't confirmed yet, but that could pull us back down a tad bit. I would really like to see us get the swing fail to high though first. 10 hours got a bearish divergence forming as well. 8 hours looking pretty tough too. These are starting to turn over a bit, but I don't see a reason why we can't get just a tad bit higher before we get that swing fail pattern going. 4 hours turning over, 2 hours starting to turn back up. Oh, we have volatility coming in on here on the 2 hour. And 1 hour is looking pretty darn good. Yeah, so I'm still bullish. I'm bullish on Bitcoin, especially with the dollar starting to turn a little bearish on us. So I kind of want to see what we do over here in this area, 100,000. See what happens in this area before I start looking to close my short position out and riding my long from 54K still. But, you know, let's go ahead and put this here, see how we do in this range right here. If we do get that, we could come to the top right here and then fail and then come back down. Did we hit the weekly P? I think we tested the weekly P for this week already. Let's go to 2 hour. Weekly P is not showing here. Let me put it up a little higher. 15 and 15. Let it load. Oh yeah, we did hit the weekly P already. Yeah, we rejected it from the weekly P, became resistance for us, came back down, came up, tested it. So now it could be playing as support level for us, but we're gonna update. The weekly P is gonna update soon here for us, and probably be an area to play another bounce, a bounce zone for us to take it back up to the upside. So, but overall, I'm pretty bullish on Bitcoin. I don't see reason to be bearish yet, but I am leaving my entry, you know, my short position in. These are the two zones that I would look for here. Let's see if we get past this zone right here. Remember, we're still playing this range that I created, and then this is the other zone as well. So go ahead and just update this and move it over here. So that's looking good though. I did want to look at Tesla, see how that's looking. It's looking pretty beautiful. It's not really hitting any of our spots. We almost got this hit right here, practically missed this one, didn't get this one. You know, we did post this. Pretty much we were working over in this area and I was looking for us to come down. We didn't get the deep retrace that I wanted, but this is looking pretty darn nice. Check out the daily. Daily looks really bad. Weekly looks terrible too. Oh boy. 12-hour looks pretty bad. These higher time frames are looking really bad, as you can see. 8 hours looking terrible too. Yeah, I still thinking we're pulling back on this. I don't see reason why we moon. We did come back up, but these lower time frames are just bottoming out, but these higher time frames are still looking really bad. So I'm looking a bit bearish on Tesla. I don't see why we can't just keep ranging around in this zone. I do want to see us get back, you know, I posted this one, we got this one, we didn't get this one, we didn't get this one. So I want to see these lower time frames kind of, or these higher time frames kind of cool off and we really get down to this zone right here. It's kind of the area I would like to see. Can't find the rectangle box. Here we go. So this is the area of support for us right now. And then if we say, let's move this down a little bit. It's kind of another area I would like to see, you know, right where that is. Maybe a bit lower because we want that swing fail pattern to play out there. But these higher time frames are just looking really bad for Tesla, unfortunately. 2 hour did have a bottom out signal, got a nice little run from that. Great to see that played out. You know, even if we say we bought the bar after and took this up, that's almost a 10% move right there. So objective post is king, cannot beat it. Got the top out signal there. This one didn't play out as well. We did get a little bit of a pullback, but not much. This one played a lot better. Very risky trade though. I did take a position, but if we were to take that down to that 20% move, not bad. I want to look at Gevo. See how that's looking. Oh, beautiful. Love to see that. So we did get the pullback on that. The pullback I spoke about a while ago, filled that, came back down a tad bit more, consolidated. Let's check out the weekly, see what the weekly's looking like. Oh, weekly's looking really good. We're getting really good on the weekly here. Love to see that. Hit the 0 point. Oh, that's beautiful. And it, you know, it's cooled off. We had that cool off there. Now we're ready to take off. Daily does have bearish divergence that confirmed. Unfortunate to see. So we could see somewhat of a pullback while that cools off. 12 hours topping out as well. 10 hours topping out. Ooh boy. 8 hour. All these time frames are topping out. So I kind of wouldn't mind seeing what the new weekly P gives us and then going from there. Don't tell me we ran that much that weekly P is like gone. Let's beef this up a little bit. Take Woody out for now, and then we're gonna beef this up to 50. Let's see where weekly P is. So weekly P is down here. We'll get a little bit of an update a little higher. Let's see, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. So we didn't even test the weekly P on this. Almost. Kind of got front ran there. But we'll see where, you know, the new weekly P possibly goes up a little higher, and then we have a pullback and we play that pullback, right? But these higher time frames don't look ideal for us. So we'll say, like, you know, this area right here in that zone, give or take. What else did I want to look at? Let's look at Pepe. Oh, weekly's tough. Oh, that's not good for Pepe. Not good at all. Weekly's looking pretty tough for it. Let's check out the daily. Daily's bullish. Daily's pulling up bullish. 12 hours not looking beautiful for us. 10 hours not looking great either. I'm thinking we're due for a pullback on this. Further pullback. 6 hours looking really bad. 8 hours not looking good either. 4 hours not looking good either. And 2 hours not looking good. Yeah, so I'm looking for a pullback on this. I don't see a reason why we can't. Let's see, do we have XRP? Let's check out XRP. See what we get with XRP. Looking beautiful. Man, that weekly really screwed things up. We are topping out on this though, on the higher time frames. You know, doesn't look too promising. The daily's starting to turn over really nice though. 12 hour looks really bad. 10 hour looks really bad. And 8 hour not well either. Yeah, I'm pretty bearish on XRP right now. Outside of a temporary move up, it doesn't look too promising for us right now. Bottom out, then a swing fail on that bottom out, and then we rode right back up. I notice this a lot. Like, you get that green heart, and then you swing fail that green heart, and you just kind of take off. Let's look at Ethereum, see what Ethereum has for us. I'm thinking these alts are looking kind of bearish, weekly bearish on Ethereum, not looking great. We haven't even hit all-time high from the last cycle, which is discouraging to see. Daily's looking pretty darn nice for Ethereum though. 12 hours not looking so good though. Oh, 10 hours not looking good at all. 8 hours looking really bad too. 6 hours not looking good. Oof. Yeah, we're due for a pullback on this. I kind of wouldn't mind seeing us come back down kind of in this zone right here. See how we do. Getting there. So I did want to, before I left, I wanted to discuss a tad bit of why I took that long. 92152 long. So let me go ahead and pull up our let's do open interest. Can I take that in consideration here? Okay, so let's update the time frames a tad bit here. You know me, I like sitting on the 2 hour. 2 hours is my favorite time. So we got the trade here. Let me make sure. Yep. This is the tough one. Open interest didn't really give much detail. You know, prices going up or flatlining in a sense, and open interest is kind of just going up more. Didn't help. But the biggest thing for me was the fact that on the 2 hour trade, you know, concept of a 2 hour trade, it could be, we had the entire range lows. As you see, I have these yellow lines right here sitting here. And I spoke about it briefly in my last video, but we had these lows right here, the low lines right here. And initially I got into this position pretty much here, and we had a nice little rally, came back down, and then went back up. So it was a tough trade for sure. But taking consideration that, you know, we swung these area lows over here and then had a nice retrace, you know, pretty quick move back to the upside, swung, fell this area right here, and then came back down. It just so happened I stayed in the position. I thought, you know, why can't we go up higher? We did have a bullish divergence that formed, consolidation formed after we hit the low right here. And then the 2 hour also, we had a juxtapose, swing fail, volatility expanded, and then a move up. So the biggest thing was these lows being taken out, which they had been pretty large lows for a while, right? I mean, we had quite a lot of price action before then, and then we took care of that price action, coming down lower, getting that liquidity, and then coming back up. So the biggest concept of taking that scalp trade was these lows being taken out by this right here, getting into position, having a couple candle closures, and then taking that. Now, you know, when I took it and we started running this way, I was like, oh, cool, you know, that's neat. And then I kind of got busy and sidetracked and kind of forgot I was still in this position, and just my luck, you know, we chopped around here, didn't even come down to the lows, the very, very low, chopped around here and then made a move back up, and then, you know, here we are now. So I just wanted to bring that up as a trade that I took, why I took that trade. Pretty simple trade, nothing to it. You know, there wasn't really much on XO. I didn't take it based off of XO. Sometimes I take trades based off what I see on XO with open interest and how price is going. But that wasn't the case for this one, and I just wanted to show that by loading XO and showing you that. So if we can get the right one, maybe it's this one. Shows all. I get them confused sometimes. So, but yeah, you know, I didn't really see anything on XO that warranted me. We did have large liquidities or liquidations up here though on the top of that move. So, but let's see. Open interest kind of rose as price went down. But I didn't really, you know, again, I didn't take the trade based off of what I was seeing on XO, which sometimes I do. Sometimes I just take trades only based on what I see on XO, but in this case I did not. This case was easy, swing, fail, pattern on the low, get into a position, and then just kind of run with it. Remember, trend is your friend, right? So anyway, with that, I'm still looking for Bitcoin to go higher. We are having a little bit of pullback. We're in this 1 hour order block, but till next time, peace. Thanks for watching.
Hope flickers in the distant skies. From somber streets, the new sunrise. Our anthem drowns the old world cries. Victory, hear our battle cry. Stride forward, breach the haze. Illuminate paths without blaze. Beyond ruins, our spirits raise. In twilight's grasp, we fade. Dawn pierces night in the new day's light. Hold the line, continue the fight, for in our unity lies our might. Code cries under digital skies.